before we go into practice, I want to give the vision of this program. There are huge variety of yogas because yoga is happening for the last 5,000 years. So there is a Hatha yoga, there is a Kundalini yoga, there is a Nadi yoga, and there is a hot yoga, and there is a Yin yoga, Stang yoga, Vinyas yoga, and all kinds of yogas. But they are very cultural, and their context is particular era or century. We don't want to go into that. Because in order to do that, we have to understand the whole culture and whole time. And everything is changed in last 150 years. Because if we go into cultural complexity, unless we are personally interested, we will be lost. So that is why Deham Yoga, which you are learning, is simple, it is scientific, is clear. And it contains essence of all yogas which you ever came across. And why so? Anything which works in our lives is through brain and the body, and they have emotions, feelings, and intellect, what we call mind-body. So whether you do Hatha yoga or Kundalini yoga or any other type of yoga, ultimately the effect is on this, which helps in therapy, healing, stress, and also ultimately transformation. Because it doesn't matter how old or young I am, the basic thing is I want to reach my peak potential of life. And that is the purpose of yoga. So I'm 70 years old, 75 years, it doesn't matter. But I want to realize, listen, I was given potential by nature when I was born. But there were circumstances which digressed me, or I was lost, or I was wandering. Now I want to bring it together and reach the peak of life to celebrate life. That is the essence of yoga. So we are not going to go into all those complexity, make it clear, simple, scientific, very easy to practice. And as we mentioned, one-on-one, always available. Any difficulty, going into details will be with you. So you can put it together in order to teach. In fact, idea of this Deham yoga, that you will develop your own yoga because you have your own uniqueness, unique talent, because that is the law of nature. So whatever is taught here is merely a pointer. Ultimately, you will discover your own unique yoga depending on your unique somatic personality, about which we will talk. Because anything which flourishes is in uniqueness. So we have a common ground of the society, culture, but on that ground, we have to flourish and reach to the top. So that is number one. That is very clear vision, and you will see it will happen. By understanding Deham Yoga, you will understand all yogas. So once we are coming to 20th session or so, you can ask any question about any yoga, and that question can be answered. Because we distilled everything, but in scientific, clear, with clear reason, analysis, and critical question. And also tremendous flexibility. So this is the combination of classical yoga poses, traditional yoga poses you will be learning, but simultaneously somatic. Somatic yoga is a very new yoga, which I will be teaching you. And that anybody can practice, whether 90 years old, partial paralysis, stiff body, pain, disability, it doesn't matter. Anybody. You don't need a mat. You can practice while drinking tea or in bed, sleeping, wake up, any. So you will have both these. One, the whole tradition distilled, and this one new added. So it's up to you. So you can use it from the age 5 to 95. So there will be such broad tool, and you will find, you will experience it. That you'll say, oh, it's so easy. Anyone. And the beauty is the somatic yoga, there is no possibility of any injuries because it is based on body's intelligence. So that is the vision of this Deham. Body is the door to complete health and transformation. As Dr. Ramesh mentioned, the teacher, inner teacher. Where is that inner teacher? In my body and brain. It is awakened. I perceive it through my feelings, emotions, and intellect, and then I express it or manifest it as he said. So it is going to be very simple. In the beginning, we gave a structure, looks a little complex, but don't worry. It will be simplified. So any questions before we go into the easier yoga practice? Yes, Dr. Ramesh.
Although you're empowering us to teach our own uniqueness eventually, and the certification is there, what I would propose that our students be certified by the original master. That's you. Is that a possibility? Think of that.
Oh, I'm not a master, just
I know.
a
Yeah.
passerby.
Say whatever you want to. I know.
Yeah, so the certification will be definitely by my signature also and others. But we put CYA so people who are interested in getting insurance, they can get insurance so they can safely practice. So yes, I agree with you. Thank
Totally.
you.
So that would be nice, to have the continuity that
Yeah.
after all, you gave us the certification and you could continue to give the certification after we do it our style, but we still say that, yes, you're the origin. Thank you.
Yeah. And other thing is after 200 hours are over, our relationship will continue. So if you want to put your own full yoga teacher training, we can help you. We can bring more material. We can send you more material, more videos. We can help in formatting your manual. So please don't think that once 200 hours are over, 25 sessions are over. No. It is forever mentoring, sharing, and updating. And that has no fee or no charge. Just write a line and we will converse. So with that, I think it's time to do some, because we are sitting almost for 1 hour and 17 minutes, to do something with the body, to let you experience. Because after that, I will go into history of yoga. So you will understand, because if you are planning to teach, you can understand. And all those PowerPoints and everything will be sent to you also. So you can use it. Any one of our material, you can use it. That's not a problem. So this is not what I'm teaching now or sharing with you is not classical yoga, because that will be taught by Monica and Matt in the first part next session. This we call somatic yoga. And to very quickly give you summary, there is no instructor outside for somatic yoga. Your body is the teacher. If you observe your body in 24 hours, it uses hundreds of poses. You go to sleep in the night and you wake up in a different pose. Why? Because body was feeling uncomfortable, there was an obstruction in energy, body changed the posture, and now your energy is flowing smoothly. You are sitting in the chair and then you are doing this stretch. Why? Because sitting for a long time, there was a not very smooth flow of the energy. Or Linda is making the neck movement. That is actually the yoga pose. Children do it all the time. Birds do it all the time. Cats and dogs, lions, tigers, everyone. So this, what I'm going to share comes from your own body. You are connected to the body. You are feeling the body. You are asking the body what pose it will like to take to feel relaxed and comfort and well-being. What we do, we take that pose, sustain it for between 30 seconds to 1 minute. Please don't put a clock in front of you. That will make you tense approximately. Why we do that? So that impulses from the body will go to the brain, to your hypothalamus, pituitary gland, to all the glands and to each cell of your body. Your breathing will remain normal and your focus will be on body. If you can do with closed eyes, it's better. If you cannot do, it's okay. Because sometimes with closed eyes, you may feel dizzy, vertigo. We don't want that. Why we prefer with closed eyes? You will develop a better sense of balance. So today we will be doing 3 poses in standing and 3 in sitting. And after 6 poses, you will feel something. Because effect is not delayed that it will come after 24 hours. In fact, you will feel it. Okay, that is how I'm experiencing now. Body's intelligence, body's wisdom. Body is the most ancient teacher, the oldest teacher, cannot be surpassed by anyone. So we are doing 3 in standing and 3 in sitting. So please come to a standing pose. Yeah, just shake your body because you are sitting and body may be feeling stale, not particularly great. So just relax your body for few moments. Body means movement. Okay, right. And now close your eyes softly. But if you are unstable, after closing the eyes can remain open. Relax your shoulders. And feel your body. Ask your body which pose it would like to take to feel relaxed, comfortable, good. So each one of us is going to take a different pose depending on our body's request. So now taking that particular pose, whatever comes to you. Any pose becomes yoga pose. So take any pose which body is asking you to take. Once you took the pose, stretch it a little bit more, but don't become uncomfortable. It has to be within the comfort zone of the body. and relax. Coming to the neutral pose. Your eyes can remain closed or you can open the way you feel comfortable. Now ask your body again about the second pose it would like to take and taking that pose. And once you took the pose, stretch it a little bit more to increase the tension in the body, but within the comfort zone. You don't want to experience pain. At any point you are feeling uncomfortable, you can break the pose and relax. Otherwise, continue for a few more seconds. And relax. And taking the third pose, which your body wants to take. Once you take the pose, stretching it further. So the body has some tension. Fascia of the body is stretched. Sustaining it. And relaxing. With closed eyes, feel your body. And slowly coming to the seated pose. Eyes will remain closed. as we prepare for the poses in sitting posture. Feeling your body and taking a pose which could connect to the arms, neck, torso, or legs. Whatever brings comfort and well-being to the body, that is what body wants. And as we said, any pose can become yoga pose. Stretching it a bit further. And relaxing. Eyes closed, attention on the body. And the second pose in sitting, whatever body wants to take. Stretching it further. Sustaining it for a few more seconds. And relaxing. And taking the last pose in sitting. Stretching it further. and relaxing. Eyes will remain closed, feeling the body and the mind. In silence for a few moments. Acknowledge the changes you experienced after you completed 6 poses. And then slowly opening the eyes. So that was an experience of somatic yoga. Ideally, we do 9 poses, 3 in standing, 3 in sitting, and 3 in lying down, which can be increased to 4 poses in each. So the first question is, any difficulties? Great. Thank you. What was the experience? Anybody would like to share the experience?
What was the question?
The experience after 6 poses, how we feel now.
So it's very interesting that the moment we started off, and there was a certain shift in the sensations of the body. Okay.
Right.
Sort of a pleasant feeling.
Right.
Started traveling from up to down. It was not there always, but it was there many of the time, somewhere in between the posture. That's what I noticed.
Right. So a feeling of well-being, a feeling of pleasure. Yes.
It's just a wave moving, something is moving.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? Gauri. And after this, Shasha.
Sometimes, when I'm trying to understand what pose I should take, so sometimes I can't sense it.
Right.
So what should?
It's very natural because some of us get disconnected from the body. Because once we live with the thoughts, lot of thoughts, our mind, this disconnection is natural and widespread. So slowly we establish this connection.
No somatic practices?
That's correct. Shasha, and after that, Linda.
Something that I noticed after I took every pose is that I just kept yawning and yawning and yawning, and I think that is really telling that I guess it's kind of a release, right?
Because yawning means now the body is expanding, even lungs are expanding, so there is a little bit of air hunger. So it's a very good sign. Any other experience, Shasha?
I found that my body kind of just wanted to do certain things, especially because I usually have a lot of back pain,
Right.
a lot of spinal stuff that I noticed, and I just felt nice. I afterwards relaxed and like just in a different mindset.
Right.
Yeah.
What about thoughts? What about the state of the mind? It was more calm, less thoughts.
It's funny because I found that I had more visualizations
Right.
and less streams of thinking.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
more visual.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Linda, and then I will come to April's comment. So Linda, please go ahead.
I'm glad that you mentioned the yawning piece, because I've always felt that, yawning's always looked at as a bad thing, you're boring. But I do believe, I've always believed that yawning kind of resets you and it's necessary. So
Yes.
I do a lot of yawning, so thank you for that. But I felt there was one thought I had. It wasn't, it was just like getting connected to the body. What stretch do I do? And then I seemed to be able to do it, and I just seemed to be able to forget everything else. But after we'd done it all, I had this feeling of being really grateful, and I had this feeling of, you know what, I think I found my tribe. I'm so grateful for everybody here and for, feeling at peace, because it's always hard to kind of go into something new, but I just felt like I need to be here, and I felt grateful for everything. So thank you.
That's great, Linda. Because that is what happens. It is basically meditation of the body. So meditation can be meditation on the body, meditation on breath, and meditation on mind. This is meditation on body. There is a sense of silence, peace, relaxation, sense of well-being. So we are connected to the body. April, I read your comment, but I forgot. So can you say it, or I
Yeah.
can? Yeah.
I'm sorry. You can hear the dogs. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem.
But I found myself when you started very much connecting to traditional yoga postures. And then as the time went on, I found myself going into more like natural movements of the body. I'm going to stop now.
That's right. That's right. Because ultimately, our body is animal body, like body of any other animal. But our mind conditions it, traps it. It develops an armor because it is not able to move the way it should move. And with these poses, body armor is going to be shattered. That mind should not control body. Body should be controlled with its own intelligence, whether it's hunger, thirst, movement, sleep, exercise, it doesn't matter. Because that inherent, innate intelligence of the body has to come, and mind has to play a very important role. But whenever that role is required, mind must not interfere into the body's intelligence. Mind is needed. It's a wonderful instrument, but when this mind becomes the master, then the problem occurs. Then we don't want mind. I want to relax. There's such a wonderful beach, but my mind is still running full force. That is not right. We have to break that shackle. Dr. Ramesh, please.
One is, as you said just now, I was in a different state of being, and now I'm in a different state of beingness. That's what is the outcome of what we did.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So then, of course, it's from being in thoughts to thoughtless.
Right.
So that is the feeling. That is the feeling which I got.
Yes.
So that's as you're talking, this is what is happening, just to let you know.
That's
Then the question is, when you say tense, make it more tense or within the limits of pain.
That's right.
Are we really, when the body decides and when we take up posture, are we focusing on a certain point? Is it because that's where we are feeling that my body needs attention? So do we continue to focus there and be there for that time and then increase the stretch or the tension, whatever you said? Is that what the whole thing is?
Yes. Either we can focus on the whole body, or if focus goes automatically on certain point, we can continue to focus on that. And we increase tension because the first brain-like structure, not brain-like structure in evolution of life is body fascia, which covers every single millimeter of the body, and it is connected to each cell of the body. So this spreads out in the whole body. And what happens due to physical, emotional, or other types of trauma, this fascia develops scars. Because we are in chronic stress, and that stress is reflected in fascia, of course, on other tissue also. So by bringing a little stretch, further tension, we are breaking those scars in the fascia. And the problem is that in any MRI CAT scan, those scars cannot be visible. So that is why a lot of investigations are done. At the end, they say nothing is wrong, but still will say, I'm experiencing pain. A doctor will say, it is in your head. No, it is not in my head. It is in my fascia, which you cannot see, unfortunately. In the future, it will be possible. So that is why in the beginning, stretch and then further tension, because we are stretching the fascia. Because fascia is like liquid crystal. So next time I'm going to explore fully the fascia, and then you will understand the implication of it.
Two things here. One is tension, and
Yes.
one is it a tension of tightening the muscles or stretching the fascia?
I think it's primarily stretching the fascia, but of course muscles will also go. But I think this word which you use, Dr. Ramesh, stretch, is a better word. Let's eliminate tension, because tension has negative connotation. So I will take what you said, stretch it further. So that will be understood.
Okay. And the last, before we go, it's very beautiful, whatever I'm trying to get understanding, and I've got a lot of confirmations. One was about the yawning.
Yes.
And when you said yawning, I normally yawn when I'm hungry. That
Right.
means I desire energy. So here also, you said that the body expands, the lungs expand, and they are demanding more as if a hunger for air. That was a beautiful confirmation and realization for me. And that as far as the tension is concerned, without tightening the muscles, we cannot stretch the fascia. Don't you think so?
Exactly.
So whatever you said before, both go through. Both are true.
Yeah, it's both true. But tension word, I think, has an sort of meaning. So
Negative connotation. Okay.
Thank you for suggestion.
Yeah, thank you. That's wonderful. God bless. That was really enjoyable.
Thank you. Any other questions? Because I will elaborate the whole science of these somatic poses as we move deeper into it. Because of the introduction part, we couldn't elaborate on everything. But again, any questions? Ask any question, because any question is a good question. Because before you become teacher, either for yourself or others, you have to make sure everything is completely analyzed, reasoned, connected to science as much as it can.